Yo, what's up? I'm only mostly taking March off. I wanted to make sure to finish this game, so once this game is finished, I'll be taking the rest of the month off. Freaking out.
Can't stop, won't stop, the ghost trick.
What's going on? That's direct at Twitch chat, not at YouTube chat. But yeah, we might actually be finishing this up tonight, or maybe not, because long chapters. We'll hope. We'll see how it goes. If you missed the plot developments last time, just watch the VOD forehead.
True. Real.
Huh. I'm actually not familiar with what that would mean. I hope it's not too bad.
Probably either white cells, red cells, something like that. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. But 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang.
Hello?
This is Jowd. Sissel, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you.
Eh? Look at that pose on the bird. Well, you better get going. This long night is drawing to an end.
Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight.
I appreciate that when they're talking directly to Sissel, they just stare at the camera.
I hate it.
I'm the one who should be thanking you.
I'm staring into your soul.
Oh, the bird took a little bow.
I missed it because I was trying to screen cap. At the other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go.
Final showdown.
A single telephone line connected me and the other Sissel. But that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. And I just reached the center of the web. Welcome to the Unoa? Oh.
Oh, that's the Dr. Claw voice.
Welcome to the Unoa, Detective Jowd. My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark.
There's a good reason for that.
That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind.
Egad! Never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate.
And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine, eh?
But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yonoa was going to surface, confound it.
We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals.
Last time on Ghost Trick.
The bullet a man in red had shot. Oh god, that sentence. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it.
How the hell? That explains why he went ahead and shot the bullet, though.
Doesn't explain how the radio transmitter didn't get imploded by the force.
The utmost technology.
It got packed into the gunpowder? Like, what happened?
I have a little something for you.
Cabanel has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch.
Yes, Inspector Cabanella. I hear he's an excellent investigator.
The next one on my assassination list. By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere.
Ah, Sissel, you mean?
Your detective sense has been getting a little rusty.
You can relax. That's nothing but his show.
His shell, eh?
His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely, right about now, he's controlling your daughter.
Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please let her go.
Bah! There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here.
Bargaining chip. Ah, that almost went into my nether regions.
Our nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer. The source of his powers. Damn.
What? What in the world was that?
The Temzik fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Sissel is concluded, as far as we're concerned.
What are you talking about?
Tisk tisk, what a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell.
As we implode the submarine.
Close.
What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd! Where did he go? What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I better find them. And fast.
What? Oh, that's Missile.
Missile? Yeah. So, you're here, huh?
It's Missile!
The music changed. Put it back. Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago?
I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog.
Well, with my lost memory, I can't say I'm much better.
Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla.
Do you think that trusty nose of yours could sniff them out?
I'm sorry to say, I don't think it can.
Oh, why did I even bother to ask? Well, you do have the power to swap objects. So let's go find that little lady detective and the lady detective. Yes. Advance the text.
You got it.
Oh, I was supposed to talk to Missile.
The telephone's ringing.
Wow! It's Miss Camilla! I just know it! My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me!
I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing.
You bet!
That does nothing. This does something.
Hey.
There you go, Sissel.
Imagine how hosed Sissel would be if the missile didn't get those exact powers.
Yep.
I think I just heard another explosion in the distance. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Sissel, look! That black hello, it came off the hook!
It's red. It's red, though.
He's colorblind, he's a dog.
True.
Uh-oh. I better answer it fast. I guess there's no way of knowing if it would show up as black or gray or white, though. Oh, that's me. Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel. Where are you? Somebody please answer. I guess she can't hear my voice.
You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me.
Somebody help me. Lynn is... She said Lynn.
Miss Lynn!
No, we better hurry.
Let's go, Sissel.
She's dead.
It's no use. Nobody's answering.
So you think.
Miss Camilla! And Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn!
Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Oh, sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sissy! I knew you'd come!
Miss Camilla! Miss Camilla!
And Missile, too! I'm so glad to see you're alright!
Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly.
Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before.
What? My voice?
That's right. Camilla has a core now. So that means she did hear Missile's voice before, when he saved her that time. So that was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you.
Miss Camilla, I'm so glad I was born your little doggy.
Hey, Missile? Could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while?
Huh? But don't you need my powers?
I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her.
Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you, Missile. Wonder what happened this time. I better talk to the little lady a little more. And then, I better do something about the detective lady. Can I talk to you a minute? Yes, Sissy? Could you tell me what happened to you?
They stuffed me in a box.
What happened after I last saw you at your old house? Oh, let's see. After that, I think I fell asleep. I woke up to the sound of an engine. So she was already in the submarine by then, huh? I thought to myself, I have to escape. Next thing I knew, I found myself in this big room. I was so tired I couldn't move. And then...
Camilla!
I was so relieved. I don't remember what happened after that. She must have passed out. Poor thing. You've been through so much. You're very brave. I think Lynn's probably been through more than me. You've both been brave.
Turn.
Turn the wheel of fate.
Oh, Sissel, you're here!
Lynn, what in the world happened to you?
I don't know.
Huh?
I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case.
Crowbar to the back of the head.
Probably.
And where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright?
I don't know.
Huh?
The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden.
Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cabanela fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. And then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here.
Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next?
I had like a sequence of thoughts there where first I was thinking like, man, you'd think like Detective Jowd would be the one who'd want to go find Camilla, but then I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe he's not anxious to see her just yet. Like it's gonna be kind of a big deal when he sees her.
I don't know.
Huh?
There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead.
Oh boy. Sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself.
"4 minutes before death."
Camilla, are you okay? Camilla?
Hello, Lynn. Where's the detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met.
Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago?
Well, I see there's no need to introduce myself.
Give Camilla back! She has nothing to do with any of this!
Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance.
The phone is ringing.
It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed.
Revenge plan?
It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution.
Well,
Knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter?
I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge?
Nobody could possibly know. What I've...
What in the world? An explosion?
Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had?
Look out!
Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand.
Of course not. You're not him.
She's right. I'm not him, am I?
He was going to shoot Detective Jowd. As Camilla. When he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible.
Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again.
You didn't have to add the again part.
So let's see. The cause of death this time.
I do love the way possessed Camilla is animated, though. It's really good.
Yeah.
Was that mysterious explosion?
You're pretty up for a dead woman.
You know how detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. And what do you mean for a dead woman?
Anyway. I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion.
All right, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective.
I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are.
No. Cannot do anything.
Rip! If only we brought missile.
Not yet. Come bring that gun a little closer, would you?
Would you kindly come a little closer? Time. Guess we may as well, see what's in here. It's no use. I can't get the line to work. Wait, that's funny. I thought I could use the phone in the past if somebody was calling.
What are you talking about? The receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. Well, don't look at me. I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now.
Oh, somebody please answer the phone.
If you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
I guess let's just try things.
Turn. Yeah. Turn handle, increase water pressure. Explode equals phone. That'll work.
Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver.
Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned it?
Come on, hurry! Now's your chance to get on the phone! It might be Detective Jowd.
She's right. I better check it out.
Hello? Anybody there?
Anybody there?
If anybody's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving.
Nothing to do here.
So it must be true what they say, that there are restless ghosts on board.
Yeah.
That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom.
No one escapes the crime family.
Who is he calling restless ghosts?
Well, it's true, neither one of us is really resting in peace.
Anyway,
What? Stupid thing.
it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew.
I guess that means the fate of the sub has changed slightly.
One of the things I really... Oh,
It's Detective Jowd. What's going on there?
I saw this little deal go down once before. In just a moment, the man in red is about to get his Temsec fragment taken away.
I don't get it. What's happening?
They decided to conclude the deal without the other party present. They're just gonna go ahead and steal the Temsec fragment.
Huh? But that's cheating!
I think we have more important things to think about right now. Where's the Temsec fragment gonna go?
One of the things I do like about that scene is, like, I could never take the head of the Blue Man group, what his name is, Sith? Commander Sith? I could never take Commander
like
Sith
that.
seriously, and then he, like, goes and pulls this stunt, and it's like, oh, he actually means business and can, like, do crap.
I don't know if that works that way.
What? Hey.
Yo, give physics.
I guess it was still winding down. That doesn't really help me,
frames
does
too
it?
early. Not really. Probably got a bad ending if you stayed there.
Yeah. Press everything.
Yeah, it won't budge. Maybe it's broken? Oh well, I guess I'm gonna have to lower it right now. If I had to move it, I could probably get Lynn to do it for me. Nothing's happening. It just seems like it should do something. Maybe it's just some kind of ornament? Aha!
I'm too late.
There's a chance?
Ah. I was just in time, in fact.
Ah, the Temsec fragment. You're mine at last.
How many guys had gotten there?
Oh gosh, I was not looking at that. The objective has been achieved. Apparently this USB cable keeps disconnecting, and every time it reconnects, da-da-da. I don't think you can hear that. The recording can hear it, unfortunately.
I cannot. No.
Now we detach the control room as planned.
It's just Sissel trying everything. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir.
missile! What just happened? The whole room just disappeared with Detective Jowd in it!
Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Detective Zhao could take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady.
I can't believe this is happening!
Now then, I'd better hurry along, before Sissel discovers what he's lost and comes after me. The Yonoa will be his coffin. May it lie buried here in the deep sea, forever. Farewell, Sissel.
Have a fun ride across the Atlantic.
Jammed in like a can of sardines.
Aha! So that's the cause of that giant explosion.
Huh? What is?
Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo! It's like... Well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you?
Yeah, sure, it's a dog. But a different missile comes more readily to mind.
It looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good.
Wait, am I actually still here? Like, I actually was not supposed to follow him, and I guess the game just yeeted me out of the Temsik fragment.
There's no other way to get up here, though.
We have to do something before that torpedo is fired.
Oh, we were in the box.
Ah, the capsule, not the fragment itself.
We can't let it launch.
What can we do?
Let's just get to the torpedo as fast as we can. Maybe we can find a way to stop it somehow.
Somehow.
A true detective never gives up.
Well, we certainly can't just ignore it.
I am in the torpedo.
There's no time. It's gonna launch.
Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it.
What? How?
Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope.
Why was the "I hope" at this end of the strongest part of that sentence?
Okay, here goes.
Says the lady who has no ghost trick powers.
Right?
Rat!
What?
You forgot this?
Yeah.
It's part of what makes this puzzle more challenging, because you have to figure out how to stop the missile from detonating while also, like, getting the rat out of your way, because initially if you try to do the thing that would stop the torpedo, you just kind of squish the rat, but not like kill him, it just like it stops the part from moving where it needs to.
I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. Was this really the best move?
I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too.
How in the world did it get in here?
Do you know how a torpedo works?
No, I can't say I do. Wow, Detective sure know a lot.
I saw it explained once in a book. On impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed. That in turn sets off the detonator.
A detonator, huh? That must be that red button. So how do we stop it?
They didn't explain anything about that in the book.
Wow, detectives sure know a lot. Or not.
Yeah.
Get squish.
This looks like just a thing. If we clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving.
So what does that mean exactly?
It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this.
I have to admit, I don't understand all the details. But I do want to give it a try.
But before we can do that,
Looks like we have to get something out of the way first, huh?
Squish that rat, or don't.
I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort.
Spinning black things, right?
Apparently, their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. They must be pretty heavy.
I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage somehow.
Oh, that's bad.
Probably not good.
Get dropped.
Get yeeted, rat. Where are you running? Great, we've dumped the little creature off.
Where is he running?
Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device.
Right.
Lamp.
There, we clamped the safety device on.
We did it! That should keep this torpedo from exploding. But there's just one problem.
Problem? What's that?
The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that.
It'll just bounce off. Uh-oh.
What was that noise?
Looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine.
But it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Sissel, we did it!
How did the rat even get in the torpedo?
Quality assurance, or lack thereof.
What's the matter? You still look unhappy.
We stopped the torpedo from blowing up, but we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine.
Oh, you're right. I guess that's just what missiles do! They're unstoppable!
Huh? Am I hearing things? Anyway, guess we better get back to the present as quickly as we can.
Right, I'm worried about Camilla.
We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't all disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room.
Colonel, I've managed to avoid drowning. Wait, that's the wrong voice. Colonel, I've managed to avoid drowning.
Uh-oh. Water seeping into the hole where the torpedo hit. I've got to get them out of here. I better go meet up with Lynn. The lights went out, but the machine still apparently works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. Maybe I can use its movements to help me create a path.
Preferably before they drown.
Yeah. I better hurry over to Lynn. It's not safe to stay here. And I just don't have the power to stop that water from coming in.
I wonder if... Can they? I'm not sure if I'm remembering this right. I feel like I'm wondering if they can actually drown and then you just come back here by, 4 minutes before death.
I feel like it would just game over you.
Probably.
Each of these three machines is equipped with a fan. Now that I take a closer look, it appears there are two sizes of fans. I'm sure that won't be relevant.
Oh, Missile, where are you?
Easy. These dubs. Where'd that gun go? Lynn?
Camilla, you're awake! How do you feel?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you.
Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla!
Oh, Missile, you're here.
Oh, poor Miss Camilla! Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second.
I knew Sissy would come.
And Missy is here too!
I'm so happy everybody's going to be with me now.
In the afterlife.
Together forever in this submarine.
Camilla! Miss Camilla! I'll get you out of here. If it's the last thing I do! Aw, I think I'm going to cry.
Or whimper, as the case may be. I'd better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here. Before it's too late.
Yo, what's up?
Drake. Yo, yo.
I had already pressed the button when I saw that she had a thought bubble. Oh well.
Ah, well.
Oh, look at that flashlight. It's Sissel. He's here. Up you go.
I now have a pair of legs.
I'm glad you're here, Sissel.
Sorry for the wait. Looks like this room is gonna fill up with water fast. We better get out that door as quick as we can.
We won't be getting out that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. I can't open it.
What? What does water pressure mean?
Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here.
It's the only way out of here is up, huh?
Exactly.
Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up.
Hey, look at that ladder. I wonder if we can get it down somehow.
Good idea. Let's try it.
Oh, and by the way,
Yeah?
I can't swim. Neither can Camilla.
Do you have any good news for me?
Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please?
I think I do vaguely remember actually being able to get a game over. It did look like the water was rising even when I wasn't doing anything. I, like, wasn't making progress. Steam.
Glove? Up.
Did it knock it down? I didn't notice.
Yeah.
You did it, Sissel. Thanks.
Damn. Nice save.
What was that?
Looks like water seeping isn't the only thing we have to worry about.
Huh? Sissel, the flashlight doesn't work anymore.
Hey, don't get mad at me.
I guess they're just like,
Sissel, the flashlight doesn't work anymore!
I don't know.
I broke it.
Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Hey, I know. You can fix it with your powers.
Okay, now that's just taking things too far.
Is it though?
Oh, hey, great! Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something?
It's a cruel question, considering the circumstances. Now all we have to do...
Is get to that door and we're safe. Ah!
Get yeeted,
Get
Sissel.
yeeted.
Damn.
Yeah, everything was going so well.
Pain.
At least all the water went away.
For now.
Ow.
I don't know if the steam is supposed to sound like that.
What happened now?
Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs.
I can't believe we're still okay after that fall.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad looking fall.
Either
Probably
we're
like 2
really
stories.
lucky or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet.
Oh, come on now. As if the latter could be true. Banger!
I forgot this played here.
What now? The water sure is rising fast.
Come on. You just have to go up to the top. Let's see how I can help with my ghost tricks. Well, well, I think I see a familiar flame over there.
Sissel, there you are! How's it going?
How's it going? I'd say it's going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you?
Of course! After all, just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath.
Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies?
Of course!
Totally sure what that accomplishes yet.
Yeah, where the bigger fan is changes something about how the pistons align when you activate a machine somewhere. I don't remember where the big fan
Oh, I
needs to
see.
be, though.
No, Sissel's still stuck.
Lynn, help. Thank you.
These pistons are sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge?
Might be just that. Think you can climb them?
If I wasn't holding Camilla, I could probably do it easily. Sissel, you're not telling Miss Lynn to leave poor Miss Camilla behind, are you?
Could you just be quiet for a minute, Missile? Those pistons sure do look like it'd be used to our advantage. I feel like these are in the right order, though.
Almost. The one at the top was, like, wrong. Yeah.
It's like they're silently pressuring me to climb them. Oh, I doubt they're doing that, Miss Lynn.
Looks like how much the pistons thrust out is related to how large the fans are.
Hey, Sissel, my arms are full, but my legs are free. If you could just move these pistons so they're a little easier to climb, I think I could do it.
Okay, so in order to do that,
I didn't even
we need
notice that
three
the
different
two...
sizes of fans.
Oh, maybe the... Okay,
Yeah.
I guess there's
Yeah,
another...
the two brown ones are the same length, I think.
Yeah, there must be another fan elsewhere.
Uh-oh, the water is still rising. It's up to my knees. And it's freezing cold!
I don't know where you think your knees are, Lynn. Just hold on. Better create a path fast.
Hang in there, Miss Lynn! Thanks, Missile.
Alright, let's see... Ah, there's a small
There's a
fan.
Small boy fan. And then swap the bottom two, and we're good, right?
Should be. That is really tiny. How does that even work?
There. How about that?
Wow, this is great! You made a staircase for me.
You better hurry. I don't think that water's gonna wait for you.
What is this rubber banding bullshit?
Right? Fucking Mario Kart.
Ouch!
Ugh.
Now this steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through.
What? It's air, man.
And there's no way to go around either. Think you can do something? Of course we can!
We have to. Starter again. I think. That wouldn't activate the cutscene this time? Oh no, it would. Okay. Fuck us, I guess.
Oh, 1 sec.
Bless you. This is my show now.
Let's see.
Whoa, Discord stream.
It doesn't like all the ghosting. Going in and out of the ghost world.
Jesus. The bitrate went to hell and then also is just freezing constantly.
Discord, please. Oh, what is wrong? What happened to my throat? It's like something flew in there. Stray dust, maybe? I don't know. That's random.
Bro, it's like I'm back in 2007 era YouTube.
Maybe try. I'll
No.
just try like restarting it.
It's starting to look okay, but that might have just been because nothing was happening.
It was lagging.
Alright.
Oh, that was my
There's a
internet.
chance.
I dropped some frames on the stream too. Okay. Well, hopefully it will be better now. Because it's not continuing to drop frames at the moment. I didn't even notice. At least the recording for YouTube will be fine.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, because I'm recording to my hard drive.
Alright, Lynn. Just climb through the steam and go onto this hook.
Here comes that water again. Oh, I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, Missile, it's too salty.
I think the more relevant point is that he's dead, so he can't drink it.
Whatever, just do something about this steam. Leave it to me, Miss Lynn. Ugh, thanks, Missile.
My guess is we probably want Missile to swap the canisters.
I think that is a part of it, yeah.
So by closing this valve, I've shut off the steam flow to that first pipe. I guess you can just swap, doesn't really matter, right?
Oh, I want to swap. I want to swap. Sissel, please. I want to swap this one with this one because this one over here is blowing big bursts of steam in both directions, so that's the one we want shut off.
Look at this! If I swap the pipes...
Changes how the steam comes out, huh?
Oh, I get it. Because the cracks in each pipe are different, right?
Each pipe sprays out the steam in a different way, huh? I bet that will come in handy. And then top one and the first bottom one?
Yeah.
I think I see. There. How does that look?
It looks great! All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way!
Okay. It's not far now. Try to move forward.
Ouch. Still hot on my bare skin. Alright, now this is what I'm talking about!
We probably missed dialogue because I just already dropped that.
Eh.
Okay, raise away!
Wait.
Huh? Oh.
Well, we don't gotta worry about the steam anymore.
Sorry, I can't do it. Open it, hurry!
Is there any way to ask for something?
Open it, please.
It's no use. I can't budge it. I must be stuck.
Oh no! No!
This way. I assume that's Jowd.
Nope.
Oh.
Ah!
Yay!
That's the man whose name we still haven't actually heard yet. Who's been going under the pseudonym Sissel.
What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater.
I mean, I guess that's actually like spoilers for a few minutes from now, but who the heck else could that be?
Jowd died in the explosion near the Temsic fragment.
He didn't though.
Got
The Temsic
ghost
fragment was
powers.
gone.
We don't. Yeah, we changed fate. You don't know.
The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea. But I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light. Light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness.
Darkness. Enveloping
Darkness.
me, all that I see. New chapter, that means there must be another death to avert.
The upended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. I'm Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. At the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing?
Ah!
Hello, I am Snake.
That's so cool. Where'd you find the
Yeah.
glasses?
Dead body. I see you managed to survive, detective.
Hey, you're...
Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're that ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all these unnatural things happening?
If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us.
I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you?
Sissel, look at you. What happened?
I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are. That's right. I came all this way tonight to try and chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon
You just figured it out, did you?
who you are and who I am, too. What?
Yeah, he's not really a
Man.
fake Sissel. You could say the character we've been playing as is the fake this person's name that he still hasn't said yet.
Yeah. Man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something's stirring in my mind, a memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth.
Time for more exposition.
They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. Its engine room's destroyed, there's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak.
What are you doing here? I thought you had a deal with those people.
Oh, they betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them.
When will we figure out everything? Probably within the next couple of hours.
They already have what they wanted now. The Temsik fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out.
You mean they figured out the source of your powers?
Yeah. The meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time.
If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more.
These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research. And I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers by possessing and manipulating objects.
And in my case, swapping objects.
Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get, And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple.
It is? How then?
In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation.
That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation?
On that day 10 years ago. A fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So of course I received special powers.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right.
Yeeted into just the right spot.
Yep.
Aren't the Temzik remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater?
You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Another effect that the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death.
Replay the moment of death. Ah, this is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else.
Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite, my very existence is a contradiction.
I see the author of Phoenix Wright just loves that word.
Right? What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death.
What?
My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago. But my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh?
That's why his corpse doesn't decay.
So I just simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel.
So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow.
Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives.
Our lives?
As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate.
Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping?
It all went fine. I manipulated the Justice Minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why he wanted his daughter kidnapped.
But they kidnapped the wrong girl.
So the body we see wasn't ours, it was this mysterious ghost. Yep, that's right. The character we've been playing as is Just someone completely else.
Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me.
And it's foreshadowed so well earlier in the game, too, because the first time we see Lynn dead, she thinks she's Cabanella at first, and it actually takes on his form in the ghost world for a minute.
Yup.
Huh?
And their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsic. Detective Jowd is one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And, as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsic fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective.
Me?
This guy's name isn't
Correct.
Sissel.
If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago,
He just told us his name wasn't Sissel. I don't know why he hasn't given us his name yet. It's like, come on, dude.
no one asked. I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage.
Okay. But I was just a little kid playing in the park.
Yeah, this whole victim blaming thing's really messed up.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
10 years later, and you become a detective looking into Jad's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I guess he picked this spot because his body was in the junkyard anyway. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago. So, of course, you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras.
If this guy died, then where was our body when we died? Yeah, where
We're getting
did
there.
we die? When did we die?
Where was the radiation when we died? I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme.
Should have picked up the shotgun.
I showed up.
Nah, it would have just resulted in a struggle. He still might have gotten the upper hand.
I guess there's not really an explanation for why this dude didn't just take possession of Jigo,
Well, I mean,
Jingo,
he probably
Jigo, I think
didn't
his name
care
is.
if she got killed.
I guess. I was supposed to meet up with them after that. Then something went wrong.
What happened?
My body disappeared. Aha. The Inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious barding chip was in that body. I had to get it back, no matter what. The Inspector caused me no end of trouble.
But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsik meteorite.
Because you were looking into the Jowd case. I thought you would find out about Temsik sooner or later. And that's pretty much the whole story. All thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush the submarine.
Oh no.
There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and there are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for the submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape.
And we know this guy doesn't disappear at dawn, so imagine just being stuck down here for all eternity, unable to, like, pass on in any, like, conventional
Yeah.
sense.
I guess we don't actually know if he would last past dawn, because theoretically he's been in his body the whole time, right? And he's just been regenerating with the Temsik fragment.
I guess.
Like, maybe.
I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years.
What?
What is this empathy you speak of?
Bullshit.
This feeling. Cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along.
Lynn?
Camilla!
Is it true? We're stuck here?
What?
If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us.
Oh, Camilla! I'm so sorry!
That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsik fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why do they have to jettison your body off into the sea? It's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to.
Wait a minute! Yes, we do! This will tell us where Detective Jowd is!
That present from the Inspector in white.
That's right! Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him! And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this!
But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there?
We should be able to figure something out between the three of us! With our powers, Right, Miss Lin? Right. Oh, and wait a minute! What about a torpedo?
Torpedo?
In any case, it's way too early to give up.
Looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope.
Come on, let's get started!
No cooler. I'd better not open this. That water would come gushing in, I bet.
It's such a peaceful mood at the moment. No need to throw cold water on it.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to call it peaceful.
Beep boop.
Yo, hell yeah! Why is this machine shoving grapes at me?
Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly!
I've been thinking about this for a while now. But don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? This is the guy who made a deal with that country.
Anyway, it looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted.
That works for us.
The phone!
The torpedo room, huh?
There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out.
Oh, I get it! You're going to use a missile to ram the control room!
Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jowd up, but something like that.
Just engage the safety lock.
Yeah.
We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer.
Okay. I'll see you there then. How they're gonna get up? I don't know.
Help.
Maybe not Sissel will help them out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, help them out, ghost dude.
It looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me! I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo.
Beep boop.
And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now.
Okay, let's try it.
Good luck!
You sure we don't want to bring the other ghost dude with us, just in case? Switch won't budge. Maybe it's broken? I don't think the entire device is broken, though. Probably work just fine if I could only move this switch. We'll just have to find a way to move it somehow. I can't do it with my powers alone.
I forgot about this. This is so goofy. Ah, wrong button.
Me, the mystery.
Oh, I have to talk to Missile first.
What will happen to these 2 ladies?
I think that's up to us and our powers.
What?
This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength missile?
Me? Of course I will! Count on it!
Okay, now I can switch.
Yeah, I gotta use
Oh,
missile to swap the switches.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking it went in the order of like move it down and then swap them.
Oh, I see. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable.
All set on this end, too. But something's odd.
What is?
The command room, it looks like it's slowly sinking.
Sinking?
Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened.
I don't know, but I guess we'll find out.
Right. Okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you.
Okay, thanks.
I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head toward the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room.
Alrighty, we're probably gonna
Okay.
finish tonight, so just watch the VOD to see the ending. Have a good night.
Yep. See ya! Okay, got it. Then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Missile. Missile?
I'm sorry, I can't go.
What?
I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it!
Missile.
I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sissel.
I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels.
I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn! You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen. And that's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that.
Don't worry, Missile.
Miss Camilla?
I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other again. Don't worry.
Miss Camilla! That's a good boy, Missile. Now are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch.
We're ready. My sense of time is slightly off because 0 seconds can last for like an entire minute. But I think I got this.
Sissel,
Yes?
we never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything.
And I'm glad I met you, Detective.
And we're really gonna see each other again, right? Sissy? Right, Missile?
I apparently can't read and talk today.
That's okay.
Right. We promised, little lady.
Of course we will! I'll never forget you, no matter what happens.
Here goes then.
Good luck, friend.
These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light of hope reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up.
Good thing there were 2 cores there.
Right?
Imagine a world where only Sissel gets on and this is like, later! Detective Jowd.
I bet that big masked man did this. I'm going to bite him.
You better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is gonna do.
Let's talk to Detective Jowd.
Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla? What about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened in the submarine, you know. So the submarine is badly damaged. Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew.
I think that's our mysterious ghost friend.
Probably. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You
How did you follow us? There were only 2 cores.
followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you Yomiel?
Hey, we finally got the name.
So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. But those people in the Yanoa were calling you Sissel. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure. Go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Jowd? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you?
Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know.
Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but as a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. And so I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multidimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government.
It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about.
To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as the suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel. 10 years ago.
Shiny meteor.
My soul was split from my body and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness.
Sanity's Requiem?
I existed in this world, no question about that.
Oh, this is auto-advancing.
but nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. Wei Lin described it as exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was a twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with the plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them. But what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they helped me with my revenge plot. And the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, eh?
A Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, huh?
I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And the response, in the end, was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. Sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temsek was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all this? None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsek meteorite from the park? And they couldn't? Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector By Inspector Cabanel and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person.
You gotta love that.
Yep. Although they went to the effort of saying, no, definitely not him. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsek meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsek meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. And what's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What? What good will that do me now?
But we promised! We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them!
We can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. So, where are we headed? We are not headed. Oh god, how to do that? I forgot how to do it.
We are not headed anywhere, Detective.
What?
There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away. Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination. Detective.
What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too.
Surprise!
By the way, I am not human. Detective.
I love that spin. I think there's like a Mega Man X mini boss that does that actually with their head too. Or no,
I
maybe
think so.
is it X or is it
If
like
it's-
Mega Man 7?
It's like Kingbot or something, isn't it?
God, I don't remember.
I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective.
What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off.
That running gag. You know, I feel like it is actually Mega Man 7 because I think I remember that music.
We get that a lot, Detective.
Why would you go to all the trouble to do this?
Like the boss halfway through the game before you get the other 4 stages.
In the museum.
Yeah.
That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore.
Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective.
Possibility? What are you talking about?
There is no need for you to know, Detective.
Well, joke's on you. There's a possibility you did not foresee. Oh, that's a minigun. Or an auto gun.
Oh, hello.
Now it is time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems. Detective.
I mean, I guess it beats dying of dehydration and or starvation.
And or suffocation? Yeah, probably. Camilla, forgive me. Okay, God, damn. I wonder what suffocating actually feels like, because normally when you suffocate, it's not a lack of oxygen that kills you, but the buildup of carbon dioxide. Or sorry, not kills you, but like generates the panic sensation that you need to breathe. It's the rising CO2 and a lack of oxygen.
Ah, I see.
isn't over yet.
It isn't?
Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning this situation around. So yeah, like if the room just doesn't have oxygen, eventually you won't be able to breathe. You'll still be able to expel the CO2. So I'm just curious. Morbidly curious, I guess. Huh?
What is it, Detective?
Look at Yomio's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsic fragment's gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temsic. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temsic fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsic fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So, let's see. That means we can go back? Back to 4 minutes before your death?
But wait a minute. Exactly when is that death?
Oh, that's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move!
Final rewind.
I love these kinds of things that happen in games where you had a power that you've used the entire game, and then at the end, it's like you have to use it in some absurd way that has been possible the entire time, just never presented itself.
Yeah, it's really good.
I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. And then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to this truth starts now.
All right. But we're going to have to do that next time, so, no, just kidding.
Got him.
Imagine
Is this the last
stopping
chapter?
there.
Oh, that answers that question. Cut the VOD there. Splice it in two. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temsic meteorite fell. We've traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself.
This is such a great way to end this game.
Mm-hmm. Lynn, are you setting things on fire?
It's ready.
Hold it!
Don't you not
Give it up.
want to shoot a bullet into the air because it'll just come back down?
Yeah, you know, someone might die somewhere. So this is what Jad was talking about when he said he was a murderer. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Now just calm down. And drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Yo, pro tip, if you're gonna hold a hostage, you should put the gun to their face, 'cause otherwise they're just gonna get blasted and then not kill her.
Yeah?
Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt.
Most dramatic death in the game.
Mm-hmm. Only fitting. That's what happens when you mess with the Chaos Emeralds. Smoked.
That had to hurt.
What's the probability on that? Are you okay? And you're all right now. Are you hurt?
You saved me, mister?
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. So that's the Temsik meteorite, eh? It's beautiful. Looking at it from this angle, it changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temsik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jowd? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future.
Okay, let's get started.
Trick time.
Now, how are we gonna save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. When her sweet potato is almost ready? Huh, she's not gonna budge from that spot. But you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl all alone in the park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato? What kind of childhood does this girl have?
Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break.
I mean, barring baking a sweet potato in a pile of leaves? Yeah. Anyway, Lynn won't budge from that spot. We'll just have to have the fragment move instead.
No.
Damn it, Lynn! A little bit closer.
Time is passing.
Hold it! Examine the potato.
What are you doing? You're going to hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. How could you? I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly.
Fate changed.
She's gonna die hungry this time instead of not.
Made a nice bridge for Sissel.
Examine the potato! You bastard! What in the world is this thing? Oh boy. You'd forgot what a sweet potato is. It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good. Well, there's nothing like them on a cold winter's day.
They're sweet and they smell delicious.
These guys sure make me want to try one. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Get up there.
Yeah! Yo,
I messed
swap
up.
with the... Did you?
Yep, I
No,
needed
wait, go back.
Sissel to be on the sweet potato.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Kek W.
dang. Apparently you can activate the fountain too soon. Out of the way, says missile.
Sissel, missile.
Oh, look at that sweet potato. That big, scary sweet potato.
That's not a sweet potato missile, that's Mino.
Oh, right, of course. But look at them. The potato and Mino. Right now, they both have the same shape.
So you're saying you could swap them, huh? Good idea, missile.
Okay, here I go, and I'm going to need your help.
My help? Uh-oh. Oh, look! The lamppost is bending.
But it hasn't broken yet.
It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It might just hold out for a little while longer. If I recall, the Temsik fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Mino sits firmly in its way, then fate should change. Yeah, it's just gonna knock down and crush our boy.
The one time when you actually have to wait for the countdown to go.
It's about time for that meteorite to come down.
Don't worry, Missile. I think we're ready for it. Look what's right in that fragment's path.
Oh, okay, that giant sweet potato. If anything can get in the way, that ugly monster can.
Ouch. Anyway, now the fragment's path ought to change. Ghost Trick 2. Where did the meteorite come from to... Ding. There. How's that?
Look, the fragment's course.
I mean, it really is like the concept. There's so much going on with the concept that even though this plot is completely cleanly wrapped up, they could easily do another one.
Mm-hmm.
It changed a little.
Now Yomiel's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? In its path? No! Oh, right in the nuts. Ugh. Detective Choud.
Gonna need a crutch or like a walking stick or something.
Temsik fragment shot through his leg.
I guess it depends on how large the fragment is. Maybe it could heal up.
And then where it hit exactly?
Yeah.
What? That's bullshit. I wanted to play football. The cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Come on, put it down. Huh? Jowd, put the gun down, now! If you don't, you're going to shoot him. I don't know if this is detective training or what. But even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down! No! I knew it. This is my true fate.
Did I actually forget something?
In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands.
I won't let that happen!
Got him.
Missile. The bullet stopped in midair.
I'm here, inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something.
What? With what? Detective Jowd.
Instead of eating hot lead, you're gonna eat hot sweet potato.
The meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. I don't think that's true, but Godspeed. We have to prove that murderer isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. God bless sweet potatoes.
Oh!
Fucking dead! Oh no. We stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him. Oh, that's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed. But I'm still alive.
Yeah, you didn't get pierced straight through the heart this time.
I really feel like he should have.
Yeah, but we roll with it.
Like, if they wanted to do this Agachi where he doesn't die, just make him hit the pole.
Yeah?
Like, flat on. What? I'm not dead. I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed. But still, this fate is just too painful to watch. In every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. Though we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning.
Rebel 2.
Action! Look out! Wake up! You gotta get out of there! Damn it! My leg won't work.
It's all over. We're out of time. Miss Lynn!
It's not over yet.
But there isn't anything else to swap with.
Why don't we just let it play out and then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. And why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased. But her memory of it would remain, like a scar on her psyche.
This is a very good point that they never really properly bring up a lot throughout the game, and when they throw it out here, it's like, wow, that's actually a really good point.
Yeah. I feel like Lynn particularly would brush it off, and we've learned that she would just be like, whatever.
Well, we don't know, because this is happening to her when she's a little kid instead of when she's an adult.
I guess. I won't let that happen. Not if I can help it.
But what can we do now? Even if we work together.
I think there might be something that can be done.
What is it? What can Sissel and I do?
Oh, don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yomiel. Sissel, her power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. Just trust me. Let's go. Alright, I'll try to move there.
Never mind how that got there. I did have it in the fountain.
It got rocked by the tremor.
Maybe. I would have expected it to shatter too, but
Oh, because the meteor still hit Teemo, whatever his name is.
Mino.
And I guess probably like Mino. And shards probably hit the thing, or the earthquake from the rest of the meteor hitting the ground probably did it. Now, gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you only have a split second. Okay, now do it. Got it. Now it's your turn, Missile.
What? Me? But what can I do?
I think you know the answer to that.
Okay, got it.
You can swap them. That hunk of concrete go back to its original position.
But even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them.
Still has momentum from before, right?
It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Mino.
but we bought a few precious seconds.
Yep. What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn.
This is also what's perfect about this, is having all three of them work together.
For sure. Your turn.
Him.
He is him. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute. You mean... Oh, that's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Wouldn't it be easier to manipulate her?
Might not have been able to. I don't know. Probably.
Ye gods. Start screaming in agonizing pain. Ah, you're awake.
Hey, mister, is your knee okay?
Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit. But the main thing is that you're not hurt.
You saved me, mister?
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could.
But... What's that?
This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave.
A detective's badge? Thanks!
Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Are you alive? Yeah. Sadly. Hang on. Help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me.
And the funny thing is that that's like, some people will describe a certain phenomena that way, that like my body moved on its own, so it doesn't sound too weird when he says that.
Mm-hmm. I see. But, you know, I'm glad it happened.
Oh no.
Kitty.
Hey, mister? I found this kitten. It was over there.
Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. And it's probably a stray.
It's kind of limp. Is it okay?
I don't know. I think it's unconscious. It's funny. Doesn't look like it's injured or anything.
Poor little kitty.
How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come with me, little kitten? Well, looks like his fate was changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel's. Sissel. The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. These... I guess this is Yomil. These long, lonely 10 years, you were my one and only friend. How about it? You remember now?
Cat at the very beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm. Old friend. I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. Somebody, please reach a hand out to me. I had only just died at the time. I'd lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. Next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late.
Oh man, I forgot about this plot point.
I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel."
God damn.
The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't really understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me. But they weren't happy for the man. And there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects. But then, after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light. Or at least, that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. The Black Cat. I was possessing Sissel then. Wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away, after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention to leave my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead. What? I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead. My ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It's because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? that you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? Oh, it's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead, to the window to the wall. But even so, there's some things you can do that I can't. You mean... I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death.
Probably doesn't help that his own body never actually died.
Yeah. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancée stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. And that's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you.
Imagine if he had just gotten thrown off and lost in the sea of time and he wasn't there to help with Mino. Or, well, with his own body, rather.
In that case, or in any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate, and I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yeah, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? So, Yomiel, looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yeah, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now.
Oh,
I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years.
She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right. We should get back to our new present.
I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again.
So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel? Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. It's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomiel? Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomiel.
Sissel? Are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't.
Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait till then.
Sissel? Well, I'll never never forget you.
I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, it looks like you come to live with me now. So, let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jad. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now, we're each going back to our own new present. And Yomiel's gonna be a cripple. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. There's no way he doesn't die to crush injuries.
Yeah. Wait.
Wait!
Wait! Before
Wait.
you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Before I cease to exist.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I am really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you.
But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory.
Yes, I know that. I know all about you.
Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you?
Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. The last crazy twist. Well, maybe second to last. You changed the
For me,
fate-
it's... Go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
I said, for me, the greatest twist of this game is that Sissel is a cat. Is the one thing I'll always remember about this game and always be like, this is the greatest plot twist ever.
It's
Partly because of all the foreshadowing.
it's really good. And that is
It explains so much.
I know there's so much writing in this game. If you watch or play through it a second time, there's so many times you can go, oh, he's a cat, that's why it's like this.
Yeah, you're like, you don't forget things like words when you forget or you lose your memory. Usually you retain that knowledge, and then you're like, oh wait, it's because you didn't know what they were to begin with. Duh.
There's also so many things about just like the way he thinks about the world, or like things that
Yeah.
seem instinctual with him.
Like when the submarine went belly up, he said rears up on his hind legs.
Mm-hmm. You changed the fates of many people tonight. The first of which was hers.
Get fucked.
So he died to crush injuries.
He's fucking dead.
If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw toward his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred.
What? Look at that. The powers of the dead. But how?
He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. Yomiel was standing right there. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not?
Hey, wait a minute. You think he'd be more careful about that?
I wonder if he fully understood about the radiation being able to give other people in his vicinity powers.
I guess not. Or he would have expected Sissel to roll it.
That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects.
He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady.
The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death.
What?
He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold.
So that was you, huh?
The entire plot of this game, all of this time manipulation was carried out by a cat and a dog.
We love it.
It's so good, it's amazing. That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years.
You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own. So you decided to wait those 10 years out.
Exactly. And then at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I had grown old, and my powers were weak. So I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me.
But wait a second. You're able to manipulate that desk lamp.
Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects.
But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself?
Because I couldn't.
Huh?
From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example.
What?
Such a basic game mechanic that we just take completely for granted. Two of them, in fact. One that Yomiel couldn't do, and one that Missile couldn't do. At least not without hitching a ride on, like, Sissel doing it. It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody.
But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me?
Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before, on that night the first time around.
We what? We met before.
From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the Ghost World paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you.
That was me?
Literally sitting there going, "Look at me, someone please look at me."
So I was shot on that night the first time around as well.
You had lost your memory that time, too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me.
I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
That's what you said. And then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line.
I'm really sorry I didn't help you.
That's why I decided that this time, I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage.
Mutual advantage?
The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to Yomiel.
What?
I gave you the information you needed to know to get you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit.
A time limit?
That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over.
Then, you mean that thing about ceasing to exist?
Oh, that? Completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely.
Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way.
10 years later, and Missile became a friggin' chess master.
Right?
Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I.
Missile.
I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Missile. So you waited and waited. These 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh?
Of course. Because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Sissel.
Fairly explicit reference to this should be a dog, Hachiko.
Yeah. Oh, it's going on its own.
Shit. And so the story of our night ended. I made my way back to a new present.
If there's any more text, it probably is all gonna go on its own.
Yeah.
How come it's dark?
Huh? Who turned out the lights?
I'll just turn on the lights here.
Who's talking? We'll never know. Not like this.
The gun's gone.
Oh, the gun's gone. Thank God.
Were you surprised?
You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death.
Yippee, it worked!
But it's not even my birthday today.
It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made the surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again.
That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right?
Really? Thank you, Detective Chowd.
Dad, you're home!
Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today.
Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming detective. Huh?
Is something wrong?
You have one of those badges too?
Oh, this? Yeah.
I have one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though.
How long are you gonna keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn?
What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective.
It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day?
From a traumatic incident she didn't want to remember to something that, like, she remembers fondly.
When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow.
Destiny, eh?
And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me.
That you will. That you will.
Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're that same little kitten.
That's right. The very one.
You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten.
Still a kitten?
Yep, he never got any bigger or anything.
Wow, what a mysterious little fellow.
I know, right? His name is Sissel.
Sissel. Seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before.
I think Sissel likes you, Lynn.
He's probably like, good to see you.
Alright, everyone, let's start the celebration.
Okay, Mom.
I'm amazed that she has a Steam trading card.
Right?
I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow, too. And so we meet again, Sissel.
And so we meet again, Lynn. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world. And I learned something. Their fates, their lives, we're all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now this is my new fate.
Immortal cat.
Check it! Unlucky. / lucky.
I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives they unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while.
They have a pet cat that will never die.
This game is so good.
Oh my god, he
Missile.
taught Missile to spin. Well, he's almost got it. He's learning. Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn.
Like I said, it isn't my birthday.
Sissel just chilling up in a high place like a cat would do.
That would give me a panic attack.
Hey, Mistle, I thought I asked you to stay home and guard, but
Birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby. That is some
Getting a
big
birthday
pasta.
wrong would actually just kill me. Yeah, I know.
What would just kill you?
Getting a birthday wrong.
Oh.
I have them all on my phone, just in case I need to remember. And I still get panic attacks. I'm like, did I put it in wrong? I don't know why. There. How do you like that? Not bad, huh?
But definitely not good.
Well, maybe I can be a great detective, just like the Inspector Cabanela.
What kind of example is the inspector providing for his men?
No shoes, no service.
Here's your food, gentlemen.
Memory? What are you doing here?
Heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today.
So you took on a part-time job here again, just so you could eavesdrop?
Oh, you have no idea the lengths I go to reach my goals.
I think you did this one, but whatever. Me now.
I think you did her.
Did he? Me? I don't remember. Cause I did the chef.
Yeah, I think you were both of them.
Was I?
And I was the bartender.
Oh, you're definitely bartender. La 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 la. I've never cooked this way before. So exciting. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and the fuck is fenugreek?
Is this really necessary, this new curry chicken item?
Oh, but our very customer requested it. Our best
very best
customer, now
customer.
cook it. Our very best customer requested it.
Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway?
Man, some of those went by fast. Oh, it's him.
Oh yeah. Jam. Rat jam.
I have no idea what or whatever. I have no idea what that is. I've definitely heard that before, but I don't know what it is.
Same.
Are you sure we really need all these explosives?
Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said.
Oh! Goodbye. This is where you die.
Wait a minute, 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams.
Why is your skull like that, man?
Mutant.
Apparently it's herbs similar to clover.
Huh.
Tastes similar to maple syrup and used in
So
foods
this
and
is where you
medicine.
work out, Papa?
That's right, sweetheart.
Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all that you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories. The indiscretions of a minister, perhaps?
Oh no, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel?
Here's to the stodgy mind of my darling husband.
Ow. I imagine she was just trapped in that chandelier until we retconned the timeline.
Probably.
This deal is going quite well, I must say. These grapes are quite good.
You know who's about to escape the bottom of the sea, sir? Be forewarned, sir.
Be gone!
Keep it together, man! Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now.
Peace and pigeons! Long live rock and roll!
Yo, rocker birds. Stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here.
Today's the day, you know. He's finally getting out. You know, everyone's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that.
Then let me show you a new dance that has been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomachache. We call it Dance Away the Pain.
I'm real interested in that one. Think you could show it to me, say, next week?
You got it.
So we don't have to animate it now?
Smartphone promotion. Or I say production.
It's wearing the same smog.
They just model swapped him. I don't like that.
10 long years, Yomiel. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside.
Thank you, Sissel.
He thought he would forget, but he didn't.
Wait, didn't... Aw. Okay, but wait a minute. Jowd said that Sissel got proven innocent 6 months later. Did he, like...
That was of the crime that he was
Argued-
originally brought into interrogation for. The thing he was in prison for 10 years for was holding a little girl at gunpoint.
10 years? He must have had a bad lawyer. Unless he... I feel like if you pled guilty to that, you wouldn't be sentenced to 10. I guess this is fake Japan, though, so they're pretty rough over there.
This is a new screen for the HD.
These credits
version.
are in... The frame rate on these credits is so much better.
God, I love this game so much. The plot is so goddamn well constructed. It's one of my favorite game plots.
This is one of Shutakumi's greatest pieces of puzzle writing mystery ever, as far as I'm concerned. It like straddles that line between complete batshit insanity and implausibility and being awesome.
Yeah. There's so much foreshadowing and so many things that when you have the pieces together, it pretty much makes sense within its own frame of logic for the crazy way that like things work in this universe.
For sure.
And like
I
you
forget,
said,
did you play... Go ahead.
like you said, I also just kind of really love to death the twist that so much of this game's plot is engineered by a cat and a dog.
Mm-hmm. Did you play Phoenix Wright Trials Tribulations? I forget if you were
Yes,
the one
I
who hadn't
have.
seen
I have
it
now
yet.
played that.
Okay, yeah. There's that storytelling is like also one of Shutakumi's greats, but there's some bullshit in that one. That like I don't think the story goes to that level. Reki!
Catchy music. Also,
Yeah.
if anyone just like wants to play this game for themselves, even though they've seen the plot, it's like there's kind of reason to, because if you happen to have been watching this for the first time through me, it's like you can catch a lot of things foreshadowing wise now that you have all the pieces together if you go through it a second time. And also, if you played the modern version of it, if you want a different experience, you could play it with remixed music, because I specifically played it with the DS music because I just kind of like it. I'm too nostalgic for it to want to play with the remixes. But the remixes are there. Some of them are good.
The remixes are great. I listen to them on Spotify.
I guess we can show off a few extras before we go too.
Sure.
There's character profiles. I'm not gonna read all these. It's a lot.
They got frame advance. Music. Yo, can you hit me with the 4 minutes before death?
Oh god, there are
Jazz
15
version.
pages. Never mind.
Ugh. Can you, yes, go to the 4 minutes before death JAD version.
Jowd version?
I think it's called like variation.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's technically Yomi's, but whatever. And then can you, is this the range one? I guess so. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, there's a music player, which is pretty cool. Original game didn't have that. I really like that they did include both versions of the music.
Yeah. I was just playing through Persona 3 Reload, and boy, I sure wish I could change some of those tracks back.
Oh man.
The new ones are good, but they don't hit the same because the singer's different, and she sings differently.
Yeah, these are,
can
some of
you
these
do
arranged
jazz
tracks
now?
are really good, but like I said, nostalgia.
Yeah. I need jazz theme in my veins.
Oh, I still don't have one.
This one? Must be from the challenges.
That or, you know what? I think there was one tied to like playing the demo or something.
No. Whack. Yeah! Yeah, it's so good. What's Cabanella's theme sound like, Range?
That's what I was wondering. I don't... Which one is it?
More right, I think I saw. Cabanella.
Oh, okay, there it is.
These names are different than what I'm used to.
I heard someone make a joke about this, the doorbell conference. The doorbell conference.
Yeah. God, now I hear it too. So fucking groovy. Goddamn. It's a ghost puzzle.
That's the other... There's a lot of art. Some of it is locked behind the ghost puzzles.
Yo, jigsaw puzzles? What is that Lin served by Chico thing? Oh god, there's too many kanji, it's way too small. I can tell you that at the very top it says black cat. I can't read any of this.
Is that like a skull with glasses on top of the tree? Or a Sissel?
Maybe?
Sissel? No, a Sissel face? What the heck?
Yeah. With like Jowd's beard.
Oh, is this just... Oh, it's just straight
Oh,
up
they're
a
really
cutscene viewer.
They were really proud of this one, huh?
It did like... It was a surprising amount of animation, particularly in like the DS version. It felt kind of surprising to see this come up. KO!
Yomio? Yomio! Yomio!
I guess some concepts did not actually carry into the game.
I can like read parts of it, but not enough to tell you what it says. It's a Inaku.
Wait, what are some of these buttons? Oh, okay. Furiously typing.
Shoto. Aha!
What is happening?
哪里到了新的no? Novel. I can't. He's writing a script.
Trampled over by the dog. The dot eyes.
Yep.
Gun.
Gun for him. Hell yeah.
Oh, different designs for it. Literally just Springman.
Yeah. Bonnet.
I do really like the final one they went with. I wasn't really intending to go through all of these, but now I just kind of want to look at all of it.
I wonder if they ever made a Ghost Trick art book. Probably not, but I would buy it. Capcom was usually good about doing the official complete works things.
Yeah.
I have all the Mega Man ones.
Did they ever do one for like Ace Attorney?
I don't know. We can find out. Ace Attorney official complete works.
A lot of Cabanilla.
There are art books for the series, but they're not called official complete works. It's just called the Art of Phoenix Wright game.
Dude, there's so much
Destinies.
artwork of Cabanello. They really wanted to nail his his groove, his vibe.
I think they nailed it at the end.
Oh yeah. Umbrella spin.
Okay, so it looks like there was a very limited collection or collector's edition mini art book for Ghost Trick. It has been archived on Temsic Park, quote, the first dedicated fan site created for Ghost Trick.
Oh, sick.
Temsicpark.github.io.
A lot of this is kind of general art, but this is like a new thing that you don't really see in the game. That's nice.
Aw.
There's a lot of art, so I can't really go through all of that. Challenges. Oh, these are literally the achievements, so you have a way to track this if you're playing on console instead of on Steam. Particularly if you're playing on Switch, you still have the achievements to go for. And last thing is the ghost puzzle mode that they added. Oh boy, sliding puzzles.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm terrible at sliding
yes, that's
puzzles.
the top. There is a strategy to doing them that I could not tell you.
Yeah.
I took a class in university one time that was dedicated to the mathematics of games, game theory style things, and one of them was using math to describe the motion, or the translations and rotations of these kinds of puzzles.
God, this is a puzzle where the picture is constantly moving.
Yeah. The math of these worked out were enough. If you could reverse engineer the beginning arrangement to where it needed to be, you could find out exactly what order you needed to swap everything in. Can't remember exactly how to do it now. What else needs to be up there? Oh, okay, so on the top row, the two up there go left one. And then the one in the very center needs to go on the top right. How though?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You need to reverse the order and then slide them in.
You know what? I'm good.
Oh, okay. I was about to have it, I swear. What's the hint button?
Oh,
Oh.
that's actually really helpful. It's kind of cheating.
Oh. This fan site has archives of like really clean versions of the art. Something I've never seen before.
I'm cheating.
Why not?
Oh, wait.
These have like all the facial animations they use, like the stills.
Oh, nice.
They're all clean. Except for Lynn, for some reason, is super fucked up. Hello? I guess they're gonna get a good one of that. Oh, the Camilla one's fucked up too. Oh, this is a PSD. PSDs. They're all loading enormous. I guess there's just those two that don't have clean versions of. That's unfortunate.
My brain don't work good.
We're getting there. So usually what you do is you get them in order. So, like for example, to get 3 and 4 in, you need 4 below 3 and then slide them up vertically and around. So it's gonna take some extra moves. I don't remember how to do this. So 3 and 4 have to come down. I didn't remember that much. The strategy. Yeah, and then if you snake, yeah, and then 11 goes across, and then, oh, that's not gonna work though. We need 3 and 4 connected. So you might have to bring 3 along the train, along the, like, the second row, that way you can connect 4 like a snake, and then slide it up after with a space.
Oh god. Yeah, I did this one because I remember like doing a puzzle of this size. I thought I actually remembered finding it easier than doing 3x3, but maybe I just got lucky. I kind of...
If I was controlling this, I would have a lot easier time. I'm trying to imagine the movements in my head.
Yeah. I think I'm just kind of not... I don't really have the brain power for sliding puzzle right now. I'm generally not that good at it, and just like... And right now I super don't have the ability for it. So I guess that's basically it then. That's kind of all there is to show.
That's cool.
But yeah, you can do these puzzles and you unlock some last things, and there's achievements and stuff. This is a really nice version of the game. I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, we're basically done. So, thanks for joining me for this.
Yeah, it was a good time.
And thanks to anyone who watches this. For those who are watching this like close to when it uploads, I'm not going to really be streaming again for a while. Probably sometime next month I'll start back up for like Golden Sun, The Lost Age. I also want to do Grandia too.
Yo, Golden Sun!
But I'm going to take a break for a bit. Definitely not because of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah, no one's playing that.
Among other things, but mostly that. But yeah, thanks for watching this. This is one of my favorite game stories and stuff too, so I'm glad I could share this with anyone who watches it. But I'm gonna go for now, so take care. Maybe I'll see you for something else.
Peace!